Hello folks, we just got the Oppo A3s which was launched 15th July. We just got it from the Oppo store in Coimbatore for about 11,000 rupees and also got a few goodies. So let's unbox it. Opening the box, we have a small cover which has the quick start guide and a silicone case. It's good that most of the Chinese manufacturers are offering it out of the box. Then there is the phone itself, unwrapping it quickly. We have got the red version and it does look good and kind of on the heavier side, maybe due to the battery. And we have the volume rocker on the left side and the power button on the right. Bottom you have the speaker grill, USB 2.0 microphone and headphone jack. There's no fingerprint scanner, which seems to be a big omission from Oppo. On the back you have the Oppo branding and the dual camera setup. So let's keep the phone aside and move on to the other items. There's a charging adapter and a USB cable. These were the items in the box. There was no headphone provided. There's also a gift box with every purchase of an Oppo phone. So we got a headphone, phone ring and a USB fan. The phone has a 6.2-inch 720p resolution IPS LCD display and has a 19:9 aspect ratio with a very good screen to body ratio of about 81.2%. The phone's display looks good for a 720p screen. Viewing angles also seem to be good. And I'm yet to test the sunlight legibility, but like most 720p screen phones, even this phone cannot play more than 720p videos in YouTube. There is an option to increase the color temperature of the display from cooler to warmer tones, and it also has a blue light filter mode as well. The phone has the Snapdragon 450 coupled with Adreno 506 GPU. Even though most phones in this segment offer 3 to 4 GB RAM, this phone has just 2 GB RAM, which is kind of a letdown. And this phone comes with 16 GB internal storage, out of which you get about only 8 GB of free space to install apps. Let's see how this phone performs in our gaming test and RAM management test, so please subscribe to get notified. Moving on to Oppo's Forte, the camera. Here Oppo does not disappoint as it has a dual camera setup at the back, having 13 megapixel and a 2 megapixel depth sensor along with an LED flash. There is a portrait mode, 2x zoom and an auto HDR mode available in the camera. Before we move on, here are some of the shots that we took around the office. The selfie shooter is an 8 megapixel sensor and both the rear as well as the front cameras can take up to 1080p at 30 fps. The phone runs on ColorOS 5.1, which in turn runs on top of Android 8.1 Oreo. The security patch is currently in 5th June. Like most Chinese phones, it does not have an app tray. The notification shade is at the top. One annoying thing about this OS is to have to press the delete button on the notification messages instead of just swiping it. It makes you have a two-step process for the notification swiping. You can disable the navigation bar to have gestures, which I have to explore later. And there are many features like the double tap to wake and lock screen gestures and lots more. Let's check out how that works in our full review. As there is no fingerprint scanner, we have to heavily rely on the face unlock. The setup process was quick and easy for the face unlock, and I tried it in good lighting conditions and it worked great without any issues. It was also quite quick. And there are various options given to detect open eyes or increase brightness of the display when it detects a dark room. So all these options were bundled into it. And apart from that, we also have ambient light sensor, Bluetooth 4.2 and GPS. One thing to note is that the Wi-Fi does not support 5 GHz band, so it will only work with your traditional 2.4 GHz. And coming to the most important aspect of this phone, or should I say the MSP of the phone, it's the battery. And it has a whopping 4230 mAh battery. Considering the 14nm processor, a low resolution display, this should last at least for about 2 to 3 days. And I sure will get you the charging time, screen on time and idle time for this phone in my full review. And finally, we are done with the unboxing. So this phone is currently offered at a budget of about 11K and it has a good processor, an iPhone X like display with a notch at the top and an amazing battery and a decent camera setup. But this is let down by the absence of an FP scanner and a very meager 2 GB RAM, which might not help in multitasking. So we will do an in-depth camera review, performance, gaming and memory management review in the upcoming days. Please stay subscribed if you haven't already. Please like and share the video. Thanks for watching. This is Arvind signing off. Bye-bye.